Okay, here we go. In a world where chaos reigns supreme, two men must join forces to overcome the cringe, the Brah. James Poppin' Platinums P. They are the PlayStation BRAHcast, and we are live. Was that cool or what?
Yeah, it was cool. I was just
Were you not?
floored. I mean, I was kind of just
Oh,
didn't want it to end.
oh, sorry, my throat hurts now.
Is it just
I'm
from
gonna do
that, or is it from something else?
I'm gonna do Workman's comp. Hey, I actually hurt myself. Like I sliced my finger open, tip of my finger open with a bandsaw
Well,
at work.
that's not good.
I had to get like 10 stitches. I wanted to post the pictures on Twitter, but I wasn't sure if how Twitter would be like. Ugh.
There's probably worse things on Twitter.
Middle finger, I'd say the middle of the top tip. I sliced it open with that damn bandsaw. I had to get 10 stitches, and I had to keep it all wrapped up for like 2 weeks. And hey, I'll tell you what hurts. Have you got stitches before?
Nope.
Really? Okay. Well, they had to get this needle and numb the tip of my finger so I wouldn't feel them putting the stitches in. It's like a bee sting, honey. I'm like, okay. Oh my god. She meant like 10 bee stings constantly stinging you over and over like it's a game bang or something. Dude, it hurt so bad. I was sitting there like, ugh.
Have
I'm like,
you?
oh god, be a man, be a man. And then finally it did numb, and then she was like, okay, it's time for stitches. I'm like, oh.
Do you have any tattoos, Thomas?
Yeah, I got a couple on my calf.
Okay, I was just curious if because I know like that
That
people,
hurts.
yeah, don't like the needles touching them there, but I was looking for a comparison.
Oh yeah, the outline, that fucking hurt. Like, that was a constant bee sting. Just, but when they shaded my tattoos, that tickled. But the beast, that was definitely a bee sting. But man, it's funny because I cut my finger open and there's blood rushing. And about 8 years ago, my boss split his finger open while we were working, and he got like some pipe tape and wrapped it up. So that's what I did. I got some the pipe tape put on threads for to keep like the threads on the pipe clean, or so don't get scratched up and help seal. So it helps prevent leaks. I just wrapped my finger up with that real quick. Then I finished what I was doing. I was like 40 foot in the air in the lift, right? Finished what I was doing real quick, and I told my helper, I'm like, hey, call Lucas. He's like, what? I said, call Lucas. And he still couldn't hear me, so I came down. I'm like, hey, man, I got some bad news. I cut my finger open. He's like, what? It was, like I said, my first time ever getting stitches, but I definitely didn't play any games that week. It was kind of hard to kind of get my fingers around shit, so.
Even if it was, do you use your middle
Oh.
finger during gaming or no? Like, I guess,
When I
do
hold
you,
it, kind of like the comfortability of it, like it's not very comfortable holding it like
yeah, I mean, that's what I wasn't sure if
outward
like,
from the red.
some people
Yeah.
have like the claw grip, so they use their middle fingers. I was just curious if you actually used it or not.
Sometimes, I mean, I don't do that weird claw shit, but there is times where I'll bust it out real quick. And apparently, if you're playing Tears of the Kingdom, you're gonna have to use like every button on the controller, so might want to learn to. Did you hear about that?
Mm-mm.
Zelda Tears of the Kingdom has like super awkward controls you gotta get used to.
Interesting. I'm surprised it's not like pretty much the same as the last one.
They're introducing new elements to it, the gameplay, like the fusion and all that.
Yeah, I haven't paid attention at all to it because I just, there's games that like you want, and
Yeah.
you just don't like. I mean, I'll just try not to see any of it, and then be surprised.
Oh, okay. Well, there were just some previews that came out, and they were like, "It's going to take some time to get used to the new controls."
Interesting.
Like, oh, okay. Well, unfortunately, the Switch Joy Cons. I mean, that I don't know. Thank goodness for the Pro controller. Okay. I mean, my hands aren't huge, like like big gorilla hands or something, but I mean, I got like long fingers and shit, and playing the Switch sometimes, I'm just like, ugh. Or like the Vita, I'm so glad I bought like one of those controller add-ons for my Vita,
Hmm.
because I mean, my whole hands, when I'm holding the Vita, I'm just like, this is so awkward.
Yeah, the Vita control. Our Vita is not super comfortable to hold at all.
They look good though, like
It looks great. I love the Vita.
OLED screen. Oh, so pretty.
Yeah, I've been playing Adventures of Mana on it, so it's not too terrible to hold for that. But or is it Adventures? I'm pretty sure it's Adventures of Mana.
Is that the old school one or the?
Yeah, it's like super old school, which I've enjoyed it so far. I haven't gotten like too far into it, but it's definitely that old
Is it
style.
Is that the PS1 or the SNES version? Can't remember. Let's see.
Yeah, you're gonna have to look that up because I don't know. I've never played it before, so I just figured I'd give it a go.
Oh, really?
Hmm.
Oh, let's see. PS Vita, PS Vader. Was it a PlayStation Classic? No.
No, it's a game. It's got trophies and
I
all
see
that.
it. Okay, I see it now. I started playing the Pixel remaster of Final Fantasy One last night.
Ooh, nice.
Dude, those quality of life updates are nice.
That's what Colin was saying.
Well, I, mean, I was streaming it, and I said, "Hey, I'll tell you right now, I'm using the boost and the Gil boost because I got 3 kids, I got a 40-hour work week, I got a wife. I don't have time to sit here and grind and die in some dumb battle on Final Fantasy One. I want to enjoy this and just play the game, no stream, maybe talk. Like, Indy he joined the stream for I don't know about half of it, and we chatted back and forth. And I just don't have the time. You know what I'm saying? I want to enjoy the game. It's what 35 years old, 30 years old now.
It's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Hmm.
I'm not gonna be like, I want to feel bad. Someone's gonna make fun of me because I'm playing with the quality of life updates on.
Oh
No,
no. I
screw
mean,
that. You know.
life's too short at this point. Like you need to be able to get these games, especially with like having those six
That is.
games right there. Like
Yeah.
you can't just be spending hundreds of hours on each one of them. You don't have the time for that. No one's got the time for that.
Yeah. My son might.
Yeah, okay, a kid might,
Yeah.
but even then, it's like they still have to have no
25th
life to,
anniversary.
to be
My
able to
bad.
do it.
Yeah. I remember back in the day, man, when I was young and junior high.
Yeah, and you had one Final Fantasy to play. Like
Oh, I'm still like 7, 8, 9, man. Each gameplay was over 150 hours. My memory cards and stuff, and
yeah, I mean mine were too. Like I
good
remember
times,
like
good times.
8. My mom kicked me like not out of the house by any means, but she's like you need to stop this game. Like get outside and go play baseball or something. Um, so like I get
See, I
it,
did
but
both.
like like I said, you're not playing 7, 8, 9 back to back to back. Like and if you are,
Yeah,
like
right.
even if you are, you still have the winter and all. It's like in the winter in Ohio, you're not really doing much anyway.
Ooh.
Um, so, but like I said, still it wasn't 6 games and then everything else that comes out. Like think about how many
Yeah,
games were
right.
released back
Exactly.
then. Far less.
Yeah, now it never ends.
Yes, it used to be like I remember being a kid and like I used to love like the WWF games, and it'd
Hmm.
be me just waiting very impatiently for whenever it came out, just months ahead, like just being like, come on, this is taking forever and nothing else is coming out, and it's like this other bizarre world now for us where it's too much crap coming out and I don't have enough time to play anything. I mean, you can look forward to a game and by the time you're done playing the game you're currently playing, the other one's already out, and you're like, shit,
Oh
it
yeah.
flew by.
Plus live service games or even games that just get updated on the regular.
Yep.
It's like son of a. I just if someone watches my stream, they're like, "Oh, you're not playing it, get the game the way it was intended to be," but like, suck my, hee haw. I'm just gonna do how I'm gonna play it how I want to play it. Like
Fair
when I
enough.
streamed FF7, sometimes I would turn off some of the limit boost. And then I turn back on a few battles later, or sometimes I'd run around with super fast mode on, or just like I want to play it like I want to play it. If you don't like it, I'm sorry. I'm not
Yeah.
sorry.
And also, like, I mean, so for one, play however you want to play. I don't really know. No
Yeah,
one should give a crap how you play. Like, if the game offers it and you want to play it that way, play it.
yeah,
But like, two, like some of the people who like are ragging on us for doing that, like, don't understand that like we played these games back when they first came out. Like I had the like Final Fantasy 1 and 2 on PSP and played them.
PSP. Yeah.
So screw
So
off.
wish, so wish I had them. I so wish I had those versions.
Oh, you don't have them,
No, I don't think I sold them or something when I.
loser.
I didn't realize I didn't have the Metal Gear Solid Legacy collection, but I kind of have. I have four, and then the HD collection, so I kind of don't need it.
Yeah.
However, I have a big old stack of Metal Gear Solid games, so kind of like, oh man, my collection's not complete. But I mean, that was a collection, right? So how? I mean, that's not like you're missing the game when you already have them.
Oh yeah, if you have the originals, who cares
Yeah,
about the? I mean, like the collection is great to have if you have it, but like I said, if you already have the originals, oh well. Unless like you're wanting the trophies on the PS3 version or whatever.
well, I know Metal Gear Solid 4,
Didn't have
the
it, or
Legacy.
no, it did have it. They patched that one in.
I'm sorry. Um, the Legacy Edition version of it has the trophies already. You gotta download
Yeah.
them.
See, I had
Because they had
played that game twice, and I was like, I'm not going back for a third for the trophies because the trophies
yeah.
hadn't come out yet.
Didn't they eventually release an update that got rid of the installs or shortened them considerably?
I think so, or it was something weird because like you had to. There was like 3 or 4 times you had to do like the
Yeah.
installs.
Want Snake Smoke?
Yeah, which I mean, at that time it was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was, man. Like, this is the coolest thing ever. This game's amazing.
Yeah, I just remember looking at the food in the beginning of the game. I'm like, whoa, that's
Mm.
so good.
But
It's amazing.
Kojima,
Middle Gear.
you're a genius. Oh. Then it was like Silent Hills, and then Konami was like, no. And now they're building some new studio for like high production games. I'm like, what the hell, guys? You tossed away one of the biggest game directors of all time just because you jumped on the damn mobile game train.
Yeah, but it seems like they're coming back now. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's I'm
we
happy.
we all
When the
make
Japanese,
mistakes.
yeah, when the Japanese publishers are doing good, I feel like the gaming market's doing well. Look at Capcom. They opened up that huge recording studio. All their games are selling millions of copies. I'm like, thank God. Square Enix, that's probably a little bit different story.
Well, they're so hit or miss. It's like
Oh man,
you
so hit or miss.
you get Forspoken, which I haven't tried yet, so I can't really speak negatively of it. Although I have it, I have the game. Um,
Yeah,
but then you
I got it
get
for
the
free. So
what?
I got it for free with the buy one. GameStop had that deal.
Oh yeah, the buy one get one.
I got Xenoblade Chronicles 3 and that.
Oh nice, I did Octopath and that.
See, I wanted to get Octopath. I played the first one. I mean, I liked it, but I was like,
Well, I didn't. They only had the Switch version, and so I'm selling my Switch version because I bought the PS4 version.
oh, okay.
But But yeah, so I will get to Forspoken eventually. But then, like I said, then they have Octopath Traveler, and it's like everyone loves that game. And then, then they have Final Fantasy VII, remake, and everyone loves that one. But then
Mm-hmm.
they,
Yep.
it's like Avengers. It's like, okay, we got to find that balance. Which, I mean, obviously, getting rid of some of the American studios, which I don't think they were the problem.
Yeah, they weren't.
But, that's Square. I think it seems like that they want to find their identity. And, if they had to get rid of Crystal and, Eidos, then so be it. Let them, be with Embracer and have a happier life at this point.
See,
But
I still think Sony should have bought them.
Shoney,
Only Sony should have bought them only because of the IPs.
I agree and disagree. Like, I think
Like if
you don't need Tomb
they're
Raider.
trying, well, if they're trying to do movies, if they're trying to turn all their properties into movies and stuff like that, if they're really into the production studio,
Yeah, but they already
just
have a
gonna,
Tomb Raider called Uncharted.
yeah,
So
true,
even
true,
like, I mean, Tomb Raider's a bigger IP, but it's kind of like, there's one part I think about is like, well, they're kind of finishing Uncharted, but they're bringing it back, so who knows what's going to happen there. But like I said, you don't want to have things fighting each other. So,
yeah, yeah, true.
um,
But
I
she
don't
has
know.
titties and
Like if Sony is going to buy a
Sony.
part of Sony, if they're going to buy a part of Square Enix, I'd rather it be the Japanese side. Which, I mean, to be honest, I don't want it to be either side. I just want them to stand pat. They're fine how they are. Just focus on their studios. But
And look, they could have just sold Tomb Raider to Amazon for $600 million, like Embracer Group did.
yeah,
So wait, wasn't it reported they bought those companies for $300 million, and then they sold one IP for $600 million? I think they did pretty good for themselves.
yeah.
See, Sony could have. Damn it, Jim Ryan. He's too busy paying off the CMA to block that Activision Microsoft deal.
Can't believe it. Can't believe
That he lost sight.
paid for an exclusive to block the deal.
He paid Phil Harrison to mess up with Google Stadia so bad that. Did you see Jason Schreier say that? Like, hey,
I did see that. That was probably Jason Schreier's best tweet.
like if you think about it, like, oh, that sucks.
He just knows how to
Like,
screw
whoever needs
everyone. Hey, honestly,
I mean,
Phil Harrison screwed
oh,
everyone besides Nintendo.
oh, don't give me any ideas. I mean, his time at Sony wasn't that bad, was it? I mean, he wasn't he a big didn't he really push PlayStation Home and Little Big Planet and The Last Guardian and
So I
I
think
feel
he seemed to start remedying the situation, but he's also part of was part of the beginning stumbles of PS3. And I'd say by the time that PS3 really found its footing, that's when that's when Jack Tretton came in, right? Like somewhere mid
yeah,
tier, yeah,
yeah,
middle of that. So he probably deserves a little bit more credit for like the Sony, revival, but
yeah.
he also was a part of the reason why it went down.
Mm.
So I don't know. It's kind of
Thanks,
like
Phil.
balances out.
Son of a bitch. If I ever see him in person, I'll shake his hand.
I'll give him
What's up,
this.
Phil?
He's definitely trying to push the medium in a different direction every time. I mean, if you think about it, like the PS3, they made an expensive console, Blu-ray,
Yeah.
like so they were trying to new things, and then Xbox, TV. Okay, bad idea, but something new, and then Google Stadia streaming, something new, but not ready for it. So, can at least give him credit for being innovative.
Yeah, he's trying.
Yeah.
No, no. So, you got to remember that Sony's really trying to go for the TV now. So
But it's different. It
no,
like
it's not. It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
yeah, that's what some
Did you not
people
see the
say.
tweet?
I saw.
Did you
You're
not see
right.
the tweet?
I saw it, and what they say on Twitter is always true.
Yes, Twitter. Twitter's never wrong.
I,
Never. Tell Elon that. Elon, you're right.
I'm not gonna be mad at Sony Productions and PlayStation Productions trying to like make their IP into TV and movie show or TV shows
Yeah.
and movies, but um, like that's not what concerns me. It's always the amount of live service games that they want is what concerns me.
10.
Yeah,
Like, man,
that's
we bought Firewalk Studios. I'm like, why? What the hell? Damn. They've never made one game yet.
yeah, but neither did Haven, and so I'm assuming
Yeah, it's.
Deviant's got to be next, unless Deviant's game is just not gonna be good.
Hmm, uh, they might be telling a sign. "Well, why did they buy them? Oh.
Yeah, but it might
Ugh.
take a little bit, because isn't Deviant the? Oh, I guess Haven's probably the newest of them, but Deviant's not far behind. I feel like in terms of newness. Um,
Wait, deviation games, right?
yeah, I think so.
Okay, okay. That's
What was that? Was I saying something
essentially
wrong?
deviant.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, deviation. Sorry.
It's okay. I
Um,
forgive you.
it's we started late, so mine's not,
Sorry,
and
man.
the Cavs lost, so my mind's not working right.
Dude, she did not want to go to sleep. I'm like, all right, but we're outside with the kids. Wyatt wanting to get on his little Power Wheels 4-wheeler, and we got a little stroller that she can control too. So I had her in it, and Heather was like, "Oh, she looks tired. Let's go inside." So I did, and we got her in uh, her pajamas. I'm sitting there cuddling with her, giving her a bottle. She's kind of dozing off, and all of a sudden she was just like setting up in my lap, and dad, 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 dad. I'm like, what? Wait, no, no, dad, dad. And there's a little cow by her lamp. She grabbed the little cow, was chewing on it, and I'm like, what is going on here? Why aren't you going to sleep? And it took forever. And I might have dozed off about 10 minutes too, but that's not the point of the story. The point of the story is that she should have been asleep, you know, not not long after I texted you about recording tonight. So I can blame her. That's okay, right?
Yeah, I mean, heck, we're good. We're here now.
Okay.
We just move on.
Yeah, 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 yeah. That's all that matters. We
Hmm.
found time.
Yeah.
Yes. But no, that's definitely something like we were talking about with the CMA blocking the deal. I didn't see that. I just saw it today, waking up, seeing the decision was yes. My more Xbox centric friends being all excited about the future. Me thanking the Lord that it was almost over. And then Pony Dude's like going crazy. But it was quite the opposite. Because the CMA was like, nay, you shall not have this deal. I don't understand it. It's
Yeah, it was a surprise. Like a
yeah,
um, I don't. It's such a weird. Like the reason why they did it was such a weird reason, in my opinion.
yeah. It's
I don't.
loud. I'm like, what?
Yeah, it just sounds like that they were just coming out with something that I don't know. It is what it is. Like I'm not saying it makes no sense by any means, but yeah, I thought that was quite the reach. Um,
I think Microsoft's pissed off enough people over the years. They probably have a lot of people that don't like them.
yeah, I agree. I mean, first of all, like, see, my thing is just I don't know why we're just gonna let a company buy their way into everything. I'm not saying but then buying Bethesda, I was like, okay, I don't like that, but whatever. Like it gets them a lot of good studios, and they could use that and their internal studios that they currently have with all the ones that they had bought recently to really make a good first party, studio group. They can make great games now. But then you pile on the Bethesda, or not the Bethesda, the Activision Blizzard, and I'm like,
Mm.
look, to me, this is a little too far. Like, if you're spending, combined like close to $100 billion and you know your competition can't do that. Like, to me, that's
Yeah.
like, I know, like, I guess by the letter of the law it doesn't make it necessarily anti-competitive, but like to me it does. Like, like, I just don't understand how you can, compare the two, like, in terms of acquisitions. Like,
Mm-hmm.
no one was mad when, I mean, they might have been mad because like they wanted Ninja Theory to have Hellblade 2 on their system, like I did.
Yeah.
But like, but no one was like mad or saying it's unfair when Microsoft bought, Ninja Theory and Playground and
Oh no, they were
uh,
cheering.
yeah, and like those and the other ones, I can't remember the other ones, were the people who made State of Decay,
Compulsion. Yeah.
and yeah, and Compulsion,
Yeah.
and Double Fine. Like,
Yeah.
those are great gets. Like, you're helping
Oh,
small
definitely. Yeah.
studios that need the money. Because otherwise they might not last.
Oh yeah, Ninja Theory was always kind of
Yeah, they
they
were
were
on the
around,
edge.
but it was always like, ooh, yeah.
Yeah. So, like, those happen, and in Bethesda, I'm like, okay, they've finally got a really good set of studios, and they can work with this. But then, like I said, if you just start being able to, like, I felt like if this went through, it was like, okay, all bets are off. Everything's going to consolidate now. Like Square, like, I could have seen like a world where Square, Capcom, and Konami merge somehow. Like, and like, consolidate.
Wow, that would be a hell of a studio.
It would be, but like, it's at that point where anything goes if this deal goes
Yeah.
through. Which, again, I didn't care if it went through or not. Like, in the sense of, I think is kind of a bad move on Microsoft's part, in my opinion, because if you're gonna make Call of Duty Game Pass, you were putting it on Game Pass. Like, I think I think you can get more growth with Call of Duties, obviously, because it's a huge IP. But like, I don't think it's gonna like move the needle to a point. Like, like, say they're, I can't remember what they're at, like 30 million or so subscribers.
Mm.
Like, maybe they go to 40, and if it's more than that, I would be shocked if it was more than that. Because I just don't think everyone wants a subscription. And I would think most people who do are the ones who already got it. It's just so much different having a subscription for Netflix than it is Game Pass. Like, they take two different like amounts of time and attention.
Yeah.
So I think, like, if this deal did go through, like, Microsoft would have to just end up being a third party publisher for everything. Like, they would have gotten out of the console war, in my opinion, because I just don't think it was sustainable to have all of that for free. Well, not for free, but like on a subscription, and and not see like a tremendous growth, which it could have. I just didn't see that happening, because it's like, for me, like, I play Call of Duty and I'm one of the numbers that buys it, but like, if it went over to Game Pass, like, I'm not getting Game Pass for it. Like, I have a subscription. Like, I bought like the 3 months before, but like, I haven't activated them yet for Game Pass. So like, whenever there's a game like Hellblade that I want to play, I'll activate it. But like, Call of Duty's not swaying me. And my buddy who has a PlayStation, he's not buying an Xbox to buy Game Pass, or to pay for Game Pass to get Call of Duty. So I don't know. I'm sure, like I said, you can still make money off of it. You're gonna be selling it a la carte to PlayStation if it goes through, so you'll make money off that. But
And
go ahead.
all these little rinky dinky streaming services they kept signing deals with.
Yeah, and that's like the other thing is, like, you're putting this on Nintendo. You're putting this on what's the one in Ukraine called?
Um,
It was like their latest
I
one
don't
that they had.
remember. I don't know, but people were like, "Who?"
Yeah. Well, apparently it has like 3 million subscribers, which isn't the
Oh,
worst. Um, but you're right. Like, you have to make a version for all of those and keep them running. Like, like I said, I get why Microsoft would want to do it, and obviously they're smart enough to know that they can make money off this. I just don't think the Microsoft we know now would be what we would get in the future, because of all these like purchases. They have to eventually, make a lot of money for Microsoft to be happy. So I don't know. I think it could be a blessing in disguise for Microsoft not to get them, but they're gonna fight tooth and nail for this. I feel like, and still put. I can't. Like, if you think about it, I think it's ridiculous how much money they spent on like advertising and getting word out there for this deal, and it gets blocked. So they just wasted all that time and energy and money. Um. So I
It
don't
kind
know.
of feels like the Xbox has been suffering because of it. I mean, that's something a lot of my Xbox centric friends have been saying. Like, hey man, I don't see ads anymore for Xbox. It just kind of feels like they're putting so much into this acquisition that they're kind of like letting the Xbox is like, hey, what about me? The actual console and games, but the games are coming though. I mean, I know people were saying maybe Game Pass growth has slowed, but hell, when Starfield comes out, what, September, right?
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a huge, yeah, September 6th, 2023. If no more delays happen, shit happens. That should move plenty of consoles and Series S, and I don't know about the whole. I know their hardware numbers are down, and people were saying, "Well, there's no Xboxes out there." Like, dude, I've seen consoles. I've seen all three consoles everywhere I go. I know this is just me here in Middle Tennessee, but I've seen X's, Series S's, Series S. I've seen PS5s. I've seen PS4s, for crying out loud. I
Yeah.
mean, I don't feel like there's a shortage of consoles. I mean, of course, it's just my little 100-mile radius. Which I guess you really can't.
Yeah, I think the shortages
Use
are done with. I mean, you could probably say maybe some
Oh
of that
yeah,
leaked
it's
into the last quarter, but I would not
yeah, but
say. I'd say maybe that was a month of it. Maybe January.
I mean, I
Um,
always saw Xboxes though. Even during when the PS5 was so hard to find, I always saw an Xbox or two.
I can't say that I was ever really looking, but I know
Oh well,
like I definitely saw like the Series S, um, but
Lord,
uh, the Series X I don't really remember seeing all that much. But again, I wasn't really looking for it. I do think that they were. I know that if I ever wanted to buy an Xbox, I thought it was easier for me to get one than it was a PS5. Within the last half a year until
yeah.
recently. Now, like I said, now everything I feel like is just super easy to find. I mean, heck, even
Oh yeah, I
Microsoft
walked.
discounted the Series X like $100 for like a day on what if you did went through like Woot or Instagram or whatever it was.
Yeah,
Um,
dude,
so I
poor
don't.
Xbox.
Yeah.
I don't play mine anymore. It's
I mean, I don't either, but I feel like I've been just kind of saving up the one, like like when Hellblade comes out, when
mm,
uh, I don't really have much interest in Redfall because I don't know, I like my single player games more than I like anything else. So I'm not sure if I play Redfall, but like I said, Hellblade or Starfield, when those come out, like I think that's probably when I'll get back into Xbox. But like I play all my multiplats on PlayStation because one, even if they were the inferior version, which they're not on PS5, it's just where I have all my stuff already, like my trophies and everything like that. So I don't like
right.
having it being on two separate systems. If there was a way to combine it, I wouldn't care where I played it. Like if there was a way I could play Octopath Traveler on Switch, I would just go ahead and do it there. Um, but that's not how those things work. So I like to play everything I can on PlayStation. So all my multiplats are there. Even if, like I said, even if they were the inferior version, I would still do it. Um, but so Xbox for me is just all about their exclusives, and you can't really say anything besides High Five Rush right now is is one. But like heck, that's what probably like a 10-hour game. I don't even know how long it is, but it's obviously not very long. And so there's not really much reason to even, you know, get the dust off of my Xbox at this point. So it'll be like I firmly believe with Bethesda being part of Xbox, like there's gonna be plenty of games I'm gonna want to play. It's just not yet.
Hell, I mean, part of me, I have my laptop, and I mean, it's a pretty nice little laptop. I mean, it's not like it has the most up to date games graphics card in it, but I've been playing a majority of the Xbox PC games that you can play on Game Pass. I haven't had any issues, so I mean, I actually thought about selling it, my Series S, and just playing on my laptop in the future.
And I think
Yes.
ultimately that's what Xbox is going to be, is like where you just don't care about the console itself, and you're going to move away and play, cloud gaming, or on your PC or whatever. And I think eventually I can see in 5 years or less things Game Pass being on PlayStation.
That would be the day. That would be the that would be,
Yeah, I
oh,
would
that would
I
be
would love
wild.
that. And I would subscribe to Game Pass for that reason. Even if they gave me a watered down version that was like no multiplats, it was only Xbox games, I would happily still do that. Especially if it can give me trophies instead of achievements, because achievements suck. And anyone who says that otherwise, like that's the reverse, they're wrong, because achievements are just a number. Stupid.
Sony's done a pretty good job making trophies feel pretty important after humble beginnings.
Yeah, I mean, but even just the inclusion of a platinum trophy is way cooler than
Oh
anything
yeah,
than a
that's
100 gamer score, or 1,000. What is it? 100 or 1,000? It's 1,000, right?
1,000. Yeah,
Yeah.
thousands. The
Um. Yeah. So it's way cooler than having just saying, "Oh, I got my 1,000 gamer score on Gears of War 4." Like I would rather say I got the platinum trophy, because guess what? DLC comes out, and then you see that number not be 100%. You're like, well, that sucks.
oh, bitch.
Like I already don't really love it on PlayStation when it's like 68% in a platinum trophy, but at
Yeah,
least I know I got my platinum, so like my base game is done.
that's always sucks. Like, all right, look at me. Oh no, what? I mean,
So
I platinum something and then the update came out. I'm like, okay, cool. Oh no,
yeah,
why? Why?
yeah. Or a game has like smaller DLC, but it's like 100 trophies for each one of them. Like Far Cry does it, like has a ton of trophies for the
Oh yeah,
DLC, and which I mean I get it. Like if your DLC doesn't have trophies, I. I mean, first of all, I don't really play DLC to begin with all that much, but like, I definitely won't play it if there's no trophies. Um, unless it's a free update. Like I played like the actually I'm not sure. I know Gravity Rush 2 had the DLC, but I can't remember if it had trophies with it
the,
or not.
the
Um
Ravens DLC.
yeah. Um but I don't know. Like I said, I mean kind of going back to Xbox though, I think that they're in a bad spot right now. But I do truly think like
Give
in
it
a
some
year.
time.
Yeah, I mean like
Oh,
I think the
oh,
only thing you can say is that they've given Ninja Theory time. They've given Compulsion time. They've given
oh yeah,
like
they
all.
realize.
I feel like a lot of the smaller
Uh,
studios that they've given time to have not delivered yet. Besides, like I mean, you can say maybe Double Fine with Psychonauts too, but that's kind of it was kind of I feel like already almost done, but when they purchased them. But then Ninja Theory hasn't come out with anything. Compulsion hasn't come out with anything either, have they?
not since some other games.
So really, the
Not since
only
We Happy Few, right?
yeah. So the
Well,
only
Obsidian's been on a wall.
and
They've been on a roll. They've.
that's what I was about to say is the only studio that's
Mhm.
been the best bang for their buck so far is Obsidian,
Oh yeah,
and
they
obviously
definitely.
and like Bethesda now too, because Bethesda is pretty
But I mean,
much
that's so different though. I mean that Bethesda was already a publisher who was working on multiple I don't
yeah.
know.
You're right, and that's why it is a different thing, and that's why also I don't like the idea of every publisher being bought. Like I said, the Activision. It's like okay, well, how much is Microsoft actually like contributing to this? And also, do you really need 100 studios at this point? Um,
It's all about that. It's all about that Game Pass. It's all about feeding Game Pass, making the value more, make it look more valuable, so you can eventually raise the price. Like, well, we're raising the price, but you're getting Call of Duty, Diablo,
yeah, I mean,
Overwatch, Crash
isn't
Bandicoot.
Overwatch free?
Don't worry about that, okay?
um,
The first one, well, yeah, whatever. You know what I'm saying though? Come on, like
Yeah, no, I get it. I mean, and I do think that's what would have happened if it's actually going to
it
happen
still
regardless.
happened.
I was going to say
It can
it's
still happen.
well, I was going to say the raising the price, like it hasn't happened, but
Yeah.
it's going to happen once
Oh yeah.
things get going. Because it's just not to me. It's just, I mean, I could be 100% wrong, but you know, purchasing multi-plat games to get on there day and date, and your studio overhead, and the lack of sales of your own first-party games because of Game Pass. Um, you're gonna have to increase the price of Game Pass, which is I think fair, but obviously they can't do it until the first party games come through. Like I said, and I think that they even without Activision, they can make the case of raising it once like all these games like Starfield and everything hits.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like I said, I feel a little bad for Xbox in the sense of, like I said, I didn't care if it went through. Like in the sense of, I don't play like I play Call of Duty, but I don't. It's one of those games I play just for the campaign, and I'm done with it after that. So it's not like something I truly care too much about. But it does suck that they put all their eggs in one basket, and it seemed to really bite them in the butt. But I don't know. Also, happy
Still hope
for
for 'em.
yeah. There's still hope, and we'll see what happens. I just I don't know. I just hope it doesn't set a precedent that like once if they do end up fighting this and getting Activision, like okay, well they have a crap ton of money, and it could. I don't think really any of the Japanese ones would sell out, but like it could be Ubisoft because Ubisoft's kind of like on shaky ground already, so they could swoop in there, and that would just suck. It'd be so stupid that one company is able to buy Bethesda, Activision, and like a Ubisoft in the
I'm just
span of like
jealous that
3 years.
Sony can't do it. Okay.
But that's the thing is
Hey,
like, isn't that like anti-competitive in a way? Is that a company's too small so they can't do it, so you're able to do it, so you're buying all these ones to be bigger than them? I don't know.
we bought Firewalk, and like some dude on Twitter was like, y'all say industry consolidation's a bad thing. Like, dude, Activision, one of the biggest gaming publishers in the world, versus a little studio who has yet to produce one game. Calm the fuck down, son.
Yeah, the problem is logic is completely thrown out the window with people. Like,
Before, I'm like, dude, how do you even? How does that thought cross your mind? I mean, it's a little studio of 150 people
I mean,
working on their first original title.
people are even like talking about like Bungie, and
Yeah,
yeah, they purchased them for quite a bit of money in the sense of like to retain
Free
them.
Billy.
But you got to remember that was like who was their last publisher? It was Activision. Like
Yeah.
like how do you not see the scope of things? Like if Sony was like, hey, we're buying Capcom and Square Enix and Ubisoft, and that would probably equal somewhere, or I guess closer to like the Activision, which I still don't even think that would equal Activision's money.
Oh no.
But even like say they bought those three, you know how pissed Xbox people would be?
All right.
They would be rioting. Like they'd be like, this is so unfair. Like they're already PlayStation's already the biggest console brand, blah blah blah, and they're gonna take away all these games. And how could you buy three publishers? But they don't understand like those three publishers would still be smaller than Activision Blizzard King.
You got it. It's the thing is like I feel like how Sony thrives to be number one because Sony needs PlayStation to be successful, or they're screwed.
100%.
Microsoft will still be $1 trillion company if Xbox failed tomorrow.
Heck, they'd probably go up in price if Xbox failed.
Yeah, because
Because
investors will be like, "Well, thank God you're finally past that stage. Are you done playing around?" I mean, how many times in the past have you heard that say no investors are like, "Go sell Xbox to somebody. Go sell it. Go sell it. Go sell it." Microsoft's net worth, I think, is $2 trillion. I see Sony worth. Sony worth 95 million as of 2021. Right?
95 what?
Let's see. As of 2021, Sony's worth 95 billion bucks.
Okay, I thought you said a million for a second. I was like, that's not right.
That ain't good. Okay, as of April 25th of this year, Sony's worth 112 billion dollars.
Yeah, so
Let's look at Microsoft's real quick. Let's see what Microsoft's worth. What is this shit? Stop. Stupid Bing. Microsoft worth. Okay, here we go. $2.29 trillion.
so Sony's
Okay, wait,
5%.
hold on. Microsoft has a net worth of 166 billion, a market capitalization of 2.2 trillion, and a brand valuation of 326 billion. So what answer? What? Microsoft worth nearly 150 million more after stock's massive Wednesday rally. They just gained more money than Sony's worth.
Yeah. So yeah,
Yet
being
today,
being worth
Microsoft's worth. Yeah,
2.2 trillion,
I'm not paying.
and that's 5%, right?
Yeah,
So Sony's worth 5% of what Microsoft is. Or
they don't.
yeah,
They don't need. They
yeah.
want my Xbox to be successful, but they don't need it. Sony needs PlayStation to keep kicking ass, or else back in the PS3 days when Sony wasn't doing the PS3 wasn't doing good. Sony was in pretty rough shape. I mean, I know like the Spider-Man movies helped, but they can only go so far. They had a 7.7% rally yesterday, which added 148 billion dollars to the company's valuation. What the fuck?
It's crazy. It's honestly crazy. I mean, good for Microsoft. They
Oh
obviously,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
I mean,
deserve it with Windows and all that stuff being successful. But like I said, I just don't like the idea of like, oh, the largest companies are just gonna keep buying, these company like these larger companies too to compete in
that
all the spaces that they can. Like we don't need Amazon to be in gaming. Like it's fine. We don't need Google to be in gaming. Like I'm fine with Xbox being in gaming. Like I think that's totally great. But like I don't need them to start this war, like this bidding war of, hey, I have a bigger dick than you and I can spend more cash,
yeah.
so I'm gonna do it. Like I said, I totally get buying the smaller studios. I think that's awesome. I think what they did for all those developers is great. And I just think that they need to focus on them and, get them to mature a little bit and get these great games out there. But like, it's just amazing that people can't understand the concepts of, yeah, consolidation is good. These people want to be bought. Well, no shit, they want to be bought because they want to be paid. But is that good for the industry? I would say not. I mean, it's fine if they leave and create their own studio, but again, why would you want that to be the cycle? I think it's so stupid to have say like, say Sony bought Bungie and didn't care about their retention. They just cared about Destiny. It's like, well, this is stupid because the people who I love making Destiny aren't making Destiny anymore.
Yeah.
So you don't want that. So you can say consolidation is good and people are just going to start new studios, but that's not, I think, the purpose of all these consolidation things. It's not like, and I guess it's part about getting the IP, but like you should want the people who made those games you love to continue making those games you love. I mean, obviously people can move on, but like it shouldn't be because they get bought out, got a big fat paycheck, and then they're going to go do something else and get another big fat paycheck.
Yeah. See ya. We'll see. This is far from over. Microsoft will not give up. So it's. Oh, I was excited. I was kind of excited that it was all go. I thought it was all going downhill after this. Like, all right. I mean, we'll still hear about it. No, I was like, all right, we'll still hear about this shit, but it won't be all the time. Wrong.
Yep. Now we're just going to get more.
Yep. Now we'll hear like more senators out there trying to do stuff and calling up. Why is Sony so awesome in Japan?
The funny thing is, like, they completely forget that, like, Nintendo's way more dominant in Japan.
Oh yeah. I think that one week they had like every game on the top 40 was a Switch game.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like,
Which
holy
is,
crap!
yeah. That's great. I think it's. I mean, Nintendo. As much as I don't love the Switch's power, like they made it have a really awesome idea, so they deserve it. You know.
Oh yeah, they got
But that's the thing is
all
like
kinds of
they
cool
did
games.
it. They manufactured those things and like came up with those concepts. It's not, hey, oh, Activision did this really great idea, so let's just buy them and then take it so that way we can reap the rewards. You know. Oh,
Activision had a really good idea, then they freaking milked the shit out of it.
yeah. That's
How about?
part. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was just say that's pretty much why I stopped playing Call of Duty. It's just so redundant at this point. Like I think they're good games, like there's no doubt
Oh
about
yeah,
it, but I'm over it. Like if like I like the campaigns. It's something new, something different, but like the online, yeah, it's pretty much the same as what I played in college 10 years ago. It's just I don't know. I'm ready for something new. Like that's why I really wish people would have given Titanfall the time of day, because that game is
yeah.
insanely better than Call of Duty,
Prepare for Titanfall.
and Destiny is better than Call of Duty. Like all like that's the thing. Like people, this is a different topic per se, but like like Colin Moriarty was talking about like how Dreams was a bad idea. Um,
Oh, poor dreams.
yeah, yeah, rip.
Mm.
It was a bad idea not to do things like bring it to PC and whatnot, but it wasn't a bad idea in the sense of the product that it actually delivered. Like I do think that they should have had their own campaign and like their own stuff first. Like they should focus on making a fun game for people to play first, and then focus on the developer tools. But like it was still a cool idea, and it just didn't work out in the market because people don't want to get off Call of Duty and stuff like that. Like they have their
Yeah.
Minecraft, they have their Roblox, like they have their things where they can create. So yeah, it wasn't the best idea, like fiscally, like for like being financially responsible to continue with that game.
Yeah.
And they definitely didn't have the best idea of just keeping it stranded on PS4 and like not bringing it to even like I said, first of all, PC should have been a must, and PSVR 2 would have been awesome because I would have actually tried to do something with it. I just didn't want to do it with such old hardware. So I think they had some like stumbles there, but point is just not the sure, like you can say Activision's right making the right moves by making Call of Duty every year, but like that's the most boring thing. Like for me, I don't like that. But like as a mass consumer, yeah, it's fine because the mass consumer doesn't care
Oh
about
man, that
games.
yeah. The game releases and instantly becomes the best selling game of the year.
Yeah, because it's, I mean, people
How
buy just for
crazy
that.
is that, man? Yeah, it's
So I mean,
oh,
they obviously are smart with just making Call of Duty games, but like how freaking boring. Like I said, I'd say a normal gamer like me and my buddies that play games on the regular, like we loved Call of Duty. We wanted to play it so much for a long time, and then we just were like, no, we're done with it. It's nothing new. It just is what it is, and I'm ready to move on to a different experience like Destiny or Titanfall or Battlefield, which Battlefield has its own stumbling blocks too. But I don't know. I said I just wish people would give more. Like if you love first-person shooters like Call of Duty, like give other ones a shot. Like I said, I'm gonna keep prating on Titanfall because it's just so good. But it's the consumer's fault that we're not getting a third one.
it's so crazy because Apex Legends is so popular. Don't get me wrong, it's a free to play game, so totally different story. Yeah, I mean, when they announced that that Titanfall was getting a free to play game, that rumor broke. I'm like, really? didn't it, didn't it just stumble out the gate? No one was playing it, and it's like $5 now. And then all of a sudden, Apex Legends is one of the most popular free to play titles in the market.
Yeah, the worst part about it is like I wish it was still like called Titanfall something, because I think they could have used
Yeah,
that to maybe make
I
the
definitely, yeah, I know it. I thought they missed a good chance there. But like you're saying, right? Could have been like Titanfall, the Apex Legends, or
hmm
I mean, I
but
guess if you played enough, I mean, if you played enough, you know that it's part of that universe. It's just,
yeah, but the problem is like the people who are playing it, like those millions of
like,
players
like
are they don't care to know that, you
Oh
know.
no, my son don't give a shit that it's part of the Titanfall universe. He just thinks it's fun.
Yeah, so like if they ever do anything, it has to me it now it has to be called Apex Legends something, you know.
Yeah.
It could be Apex Legends Titanfall. Like,
And that might even help it. I mean, I get what you're saying though. They definitely devalued the Titanfall name by not including it in the title.
yeah. So I mean, I'm glad it like the mechanics of that game outside of the Titans like has survived and been successful for them. It just sucks the way that it had to happen.
I bought it, man. I have Titanfall too.
Yeah,
I tried to do my part. I tried. Ooh.
yeah. I bought like 3 or 4 copies for people when it was like $5. I was like, you need to play this game. It's so good.
Is that why you have multiple copies of Advanced Warfare?
No, that one
Not
was
Infinite Warfare. My bad. Infinite Warfare.
I bought copies for my buddies because it was like on sale, right?
Yeah.
And but it was like through a website I'd never bought it from, and so what ended up happening was it was like the Asian versions of those games,
Oh, it's
and
okay.
that's fine because it still plays here.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the issue is that the I bought like the like Legacy Edition or whatever it was, and you're supposed to be able to play Modern Warfare 1 or whatever it was, you know, like the
Oh, the
original.
remake. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you were supposed to be able to do that, but those codes don't work.
Oh.
So, well, the cool thing though
Sorry,
was that
bro.
company actually sent me like the like 3 other copies that were the American version. And so,
Oh
and I
shit!
got,
No joke.
yeah, so that's why, like, and I was able to, you know, obviously use one for myself and disperse it to my 2 other buddies. But,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I kept the other 3 games and, you know, they didn't care for it back. So, like, to get it back. So that's why I have those extra copies.
Yeah. I was like, okay, we're so close to getting 1,000 spins on the show, right? I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do a giveaway. It's killing me. I haven't had time to record, but then I remember I told you I added the show to Amazon's podcasting service, and I don't know. It'd been a few weeks, and then all of a sudden we were over 1,000. I'm like, oh, I still want to do a giveaway. I got a couple games that are unopened and want to give away. That's why I asked if I know at one point you had bought a bunch of games for cheap because of Walmart.
Mm-hmm. I'm keeping that crap.
Okay, I'm just saying.
I'll probably never get to
Hey,
them, but I'm keeping
I
them.
bought a copy of Yakuza Like a Dragon for $6 off Best Buy, but I'm keeping it.
Yeah.
It's the Steelbook edition, I'm not going to open it because I have the game already. And I'm like, puh. Right now, what I want to get is I want the, PSVR 2 headset and a SSD drive because I'm getting tired of having to delete shit off my console constantly.
Yeah, it's so nice to have an internal drive.
And they're getting so cheap too, man. Like Amazon had one for 125, and then they had a coupon for $10 off further, so it was a 2 terabyte for 115. And I was gonna ask my wife, like, hey, get this for me, get paid tomorrow, I'll pay you back. But at the time of doing all that, that coupon went away. So yeah, I know it's only $10, but I was still trying to save money. Like the Pixel remasters, okay. I already had like $13 in my on my PSN wallet. Don't even know how. Doesn't matter. But I had a $5 rewards coupon in my Sony rewards, so I redeemed that. Uh, Heather gave me $10 for a yard sale we did last weekend, so I bought a PSN card with that.
What about my $1 from Venmo?
Yeah, the $1 from Venmo got me some Sony stock. Um, Upside, have you heard of that Upside app where you get money back for your gas purchases?
Mm-mm.
Never heard of it?
Nope.
I'll have to send you a link so we can join up together. Get a bonus off of each our gallons of gas. But I've been using that, and I got like $13 back for the month for gas purchases. So I spent $3 on Sony stocks, and then I bought another $10 PSN card. So that's like $25 off the Pixel Masters right there. See?
Nice.
Yeah, man, I was proud of myself. It's like, yes, I'm winning. And hey, I am so close to owning Sony stock. All right. The WWE sent me an email just the other day, since I am an investor in the company, about voting for who will head the company in the future. They wanted my input because I chose to invest my hard-earned money in their company. And one day, Sony will do the same thing because I don't know. I'm kind of a big deal. I'm kind of an investor in the company.
Yeah, you are a big deal.
Yeah, man. I own Sony stock. I own shares.
Now you can't say anything bad about them on the show, though.
You want to bet?
You're gonna tank your own stock?
It was funny though, man. But like, I was like, "Is this an email from the WWE?" Like, thank you, dear investor. I'm like, oh my god,
It's pretty neat. Not gonna lie.
I mean, I own 15% of a share. You know what I'm saying?
Every vote counts. Did you not watch Mr. Deeds?
Oh yeah, I didn't vote though. So,
Hmm.
but what if Sony's like, Thomas, your deciding vote might decide the future of Jim Ryan? What do I do? Like, do I keep him in there, or is it do I give him Das Boot, or
Give him the boot. Medium
do I give
style.
him? Do I
I said give him the boot.
tell
Medium
him
style.
demand that Sean Layden come back?
Yes.
And I saw Collins rant about that, about how like the Saudi Arabia, like how we're selling our souls to capitalism to help these countries and other companies to get to the internet market that has like extremely bad views on things. He
Money
said, "Did you hear
talks.
that rant? He talked about Colin did.
Yep.
Like those guys over here selling the soul to the Saudi Arabia gaming group to help them get into the industry, and they hate, they treat women like crap and this and that." And I mean, he was like going off on it. Like, damn, Colin, you tell him, son. Did you see his most recent clip where it
Uh,
said some guy was like, all Sony does with their first party games is make third person blah blah blah, and he just like,
farted. Yeah, I thought it was pretty funny. It's good.
no, that's not gonna say about that. Oh man, it can be pretty controversial at times.
Yeah, I mean, so don't get me wrong. I don't think Sony only makes like whatever like one type of game, but I do wish that
They
they would get
don't.
back to like a first person shooter or an art like
I
making
know
RPG,
it's.
like a
I'm hoping all
not
these companies are
Western.
buying either first person. I mean,
Yeah, and that's what it sounds like. I mean, heck, now you've got. I mean, you're still like multi-plat, but like you got Destiny, you've
yep.
got whatever they're gonna be making, next, and then it sounds like the Firewalk is gonna be first person shooter.
Yeah. I mean,
Deviation
two
is
of the
too.
head guys were from head guys at Bungie. You
Yeah.
would think that they would be like, "Yo, Sony, we have a great deal for our first-person shooter." And Sony's like, "Come, come, my friends, come, come."
Did you see the idiots who were like, Sony bought Bungie, these guys left, and then they buy the studio that they went to go make? It's like, no, it didn't work like that, dude.
Yeah,
It's like,
that is kind of funny though. Once I'm like, "So who are the heads of this studio and what's the past pedigree?" And I was like, "Are you shitting me?" So I was like, "We're getting the gang back together. We're getting the gang back together."
yeah, be
Pretty sure
neat.
that wasn't it. If that company's been around since 2018 and that they approached Sony about making this game, I'm sure Sony was like, "Well, hell yeah! Look at your pedigree. You helped launch Destiny." I don't think Sony bought Bungie and then was like, "Well, okay, we're going to buy everyone that touched Destiny."
Yeah, it's their
It's kind of
destiny.
fun though. Hey, speaking of shooters, I heard that you bought Pavlov.
I did.
and I heard you love it, and I heard that everyone else does because it was the best-selling PSVR game on the PSN last month
Yeah,
in America and Europe.
ooh.
Yeah, how about that?
Hey, it's for good reason though. I mean, like honestly, Pavlov is just a ton of fun. So it kind of reminds me of like the old school game you play like back in the early 2000s in terms of like
Mm-hmm.
multiplayer was just balls of the wall fun, but like it still has like the problems. Like it has like if you're playing team deathmatch, spawning problems are a definite like issue. I can't tell you how many times I've spawned and just died immediately. But for some like something in that game, like I
It's
used to
everything
care.
though.
What
Call of Duty that happens. You'll spawn dead. Spawn dead. I mean, it's
it's this is different. Trust me.
oh,
This is
my
like
bad. Sorry.
way like in Call of Duty that happens more in like was it Shipment, right? Is that the map that's like just one little square?
Yeah.
So like it happens a lot there and like Nuketown, but this game happens on every map all the time, which is annoying, but I'm having too much fun when I play it to actually care about that, like I love like I'm not that good at it, but I do love just like having to manually reload and like even just like running away and then taking my knife out and just waiting for someone to come around the corner and I stab them. Like that's just fun. And then so like and you just it's not just team deathmatch. Like this is the thing I love about this game opposed to a game like Firewall. So like I really loved Firewall for what it was on the VR, but it was one mode, with a select few maps, So it was minimalistic and it was repeatable. But like this game on Pavlov is like you have team deathmatch, you have one in the chamber, so you get like, just one shot to hit someone, and if you miss, then guess what? You don't have anything, have anything to kill them with. Um,
Oh shit! Really? Can you
yeah.
throw the gun at them? Ugh.
No, you can't throw it, but I think you get you can still have the knife out.
There you
Um,
go.
and then, but typically you die. Like if you miss your shot, you end up dying because someone like someone. It's kind of like when you do like a duel. It's like if you know the guy who shot first missed. It's like okay, well, I'm gonna take my time and shoot this guy now because he's got no
Yeah.
more bullets. Um, but then you've got gun game, and obviously like that's a Call of Duty mode, but that is a ton of fun because you're just playing with different weapons. Like and you have to do different reloads. It's not like you know Firewall again bringing it up. It's like you press square to reload, you're done. And in Call of Duty, you press square to reload, you're done. But like this game, it's like okay, you've got a bolt action sniper, you gotta actually like pull it back and everything, or if you've got like a magazine, you gotta take it out, put it back in, and you gotta pull the slide.
Mm.
Um,
Oh really?
yeah, so it's just like like it's fun, and it's like it does suck when you run out of ammo because it's like you're like scrambling to get your ammo back in while someone's firing at you and you die instantly. But like it has all these different game modes. It has like all these different weapons. It's not like just 5 weapons. It's different varieties of different weapons, and there's like World War II weapons, which is even cooler. So like you can,
Really?
yeah. So you can take like the M1 Garand. You gotta, you gotta reload it the way you would reload an M1 Garand. Um, it's just cool, and it's got so much variation in it that I love. Like even like I said, the gameplay is a lot of fun. Like I think it feels responsive. I love when you get shot in the head because your headset vibrates, so I think it's cool. And like I said, the game modes are just there's a lot. There's like zombies that we've talked about, like me and you. There's I love they have like that um, Among Us mode. I forgot what it's called in the game. It's called like it's not like Trader. I can't remember what it is. But it's got like an Among Us mode. So for people who don't know what it is, it's like you've got a trader amongst a group of like 8 people, and that trader's got to kill others, but he's got to do it in a sneaky way where like people start turning on each other. So it's just like I had some of like the funniest moments I've ever had in gaming playing it. Like, and it's not as funny like when I repeat it, but like one of the stories is like apparently when you're a trader, you can look at a store like if you press a button and
Sorry.
buy like you can buy a new weapon, and or like new gear, and and only like the trader and like one other character called the mercenary can do that. And if you see someone like looking at the store, which you can't see them looking at the actual store, but you can see them like looking at their wrist or whatever for an extended time, that they're a little suspicious. And I remember this one guy, he shot me, and I wasn't even looking at my wrist, but he was like with a guy who really trusted him this whole time because like they've been playing for hours, and he's like, oh, he was looking at the store, so I shot him. And he's like, let's see if it was a traitor or an innocent. And I was innocent. He's like, oh crap. He's like, I shot the wrong person. He's like, we need to get out of here before someone thinks that we killed him. And so they leave. And when you die, you can see who's like a traitor and who's innocent. And the guy who shot me was the traitor. And so like this other guy's like following him the whole game, and like the traitor's like checking the scoreboard to see like if innocents have died, and he like checks to see if like how many people are left, and there's only him, and so there's like the two other traitors with him were still alive, but like it was just those two guys together, and he was the last innocent. And like this whole time, he's like been like tricking him, and he's like, hey, come close, I got something to tell you. He's like, I gotta whisper it. And he like he gets him close, and he like whispers, he's like, you're the last one. He says you're the last one, and then shoots him in the head. It was so well played, but it was hilarious. I was cracking up like watching them like move place to place, and like them like the one guy's like trusting him and everything he's saying. It just makes, like I said, there's just so many things you can do in Pavlov, and I really appreciate that. Like it's not the most like technically sound game. Like it's not the best graphics. It's not.
I mean, it doesn't look super amazing.
Yeah, it has its problems with spawns and all that stuff.
Wait. So it's okay, but the gameplay is really good, right?
Gameplay is
phenomenal.
Yeah, I love it.
It's like almost like graphics don't always matter,
No, it doesn't. Like I said, if I'm having fun, I don't care how it looks. I do. Yep. I do care a little bit how it runs. If it's not like if every other system has 60 frames and that one doesn't, it's got 30. Maybe I would change, but it runs great. It's just a fun game. Like you can even get in tanks, and like you have to reload the tank. It's yourself. What? Like you got to actually take like the actual shell, like take it and put it in there, and like it tells you the steps that you have to do, like how you turn the valve to aim and all that stuff. And it's just neat. Like I said, there's so much to do. I love the game. Like I don't care much for multiplayer games, but like this brings like some of that like early 2000s fun that I had, that nostalgia that I had for those kinds of multiplayer games. I love it.
It's so good. No, but I mean, I've been watching other people play it, and they've been having a blast. Like, can you take the helmets off of the? Like, take them, but can't you like knock off of someone's? Like, can you like grab someone's helmet off their head?
I can't remember if you can grab, but you can shoot it off.
Okay,
it's actually a trophy to shoot a bunch off.
There's a dude that was sniping, and somebody walked up to him, and he knocked his helmet off, and he shot him point blank. I was like, oh, that was nice. It was just really cool how he did it,
Yeah, like I said, there's a bunch of fun things. Like even like in that game, that Among Us mode that I was talking to you about, there's a detective that can like see the murder weapons and stuff like that, and but like he has like a cigar that he can pull out at any time, and you can like put it in people's mouths and stuff.
Ah, really?
Yeah. So
can't you become equipped with like it just in your underwear?
Yes, you can.
Okay, 'cause I saw a group of guys there was like one dude that was in his gear still, and there was like 4 or 5 other guys around him with no clothes on, chasing after him. He's like, "Help! Help!" I'm like, "What is going on in this game?"
Yeah, it's so crazy. Like they even have like one of those modes where it's like it's kind of like Predator in a way. So like you have like an alien thing that's camouflaged, and you go up against like a group of like 4 to 6 people or something like that, and you just like you're camouflaged, and you just try to pick them off one by one. So like I said, it has a little bit of everything, which is like cool. It's like you don't need to buy I mean, obviously Predator is like a better like Predator game than that, but like if you want it like an all-in-one box, like Pavlov is it, like for shooters at least, So highly recommend it if you have a
Is it
VR.
like is it a constantly like a changing list of modes, or is it
No,
always?
so it's kind of like a computer-based multiplayer games. It's like you have lobbies you go into, and you can see what modes they are. Like people, like it might say like, oh, 9 out of 10 people in this lobby, and it shows like, oh, it's TTT is what the trader mode is, like the Among Us mode is called. So like have that, or it'll be like 6 out of 10 team deathmatch World War II. So or it'll be like tank. And it has like all these different lobbies you can go look at and refresh and all that stuff, and just see where people, where the main lobbies are, or what kind of modes you want and stuff like that.
I didn't know if there's like a playlist of different modes, and then it changes each week, or
As far as I know, nothing changes. I'm not sure if they've added. Like, I'm not sure if some of those things weren't originally there. I mean, again, PSVR 2 didn't come out that long ago, so I would doubt
yeah.
that something major was added. But no, those are just there that you can pick, and you can host your own lobby and wait for people and all that stuff, and you can pick any of those game modes, like the co-op zombies or the TTT or team deathmatch or gun game or whatever.
I thought the zombie mode looked really fun.
Yeah, I haven't really gotten a chance to play that too much. Like, I tried it by myself, and I got immediately wrecked because I didn't know what I was doing, and like I was freaking out because I'm trying to reload and run away from zombies at the same time. Um,
Well,
so I think it's like one of those ones, like I definitely want like friends to get on and play with me. But like all the other modes I've played more of, and can say that they're all a blast. So
yes,
well worth the money.
I think it's gonna be the first game I download once I get my VR headset.
It needs to be because it's so good.
So here's the best-selling PSVR games, PSVR 2 games for last month. Pavlov was number one in both America and Europe. Then Dark Picture Switchback. Did you get that?
Do you know me?
Well, I'm just saying.
Scary games are a no go.
But it's a little different. Well, oh shit, what am I saying? It's VR.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's worse because it's VR. That'd be like if I played Resident
What's it
Evil
doing?
Village
You're
in
like,
VR,
you're
but
like on a,
not what?
yeah, but you're like on a roller coaster, so it's not like you're
Yeah,
really,
a roller coaster that like when you
goes to
blink
hell.
things move. It's like okay,
See, I want the Walking Dead Saints and Sinners. I heard that's really, really good. Like it's
I've
about
played
zombies.
I played a little bit of it on the original PSVR, and then I was kind of like, I'm gonna just wait for the VR 2 version. It is a little bit on the like the eerie, spooky side, but like it wasn't. I mean, I haven't played the VR 2 version yet, but like I think that one is manageable for me. But it's, like I said, it's not the same as like I can do games like Ghostwire Tokyo, like where it has like horror elements in it, but it's not like main objective is not to like do jump scares at you, but like switch back
Yeah.
and like those ones from Supermassive, like they are like jump scares and things that like
Yeah.
are just BS ways to scare you. Like I can't do those.
Hey, Pistol Whip made the top 10. That's cool.
Yes, and it obviously
And
it's
both America and Europe.
yeah. I saw that and I was pretty happy for them because Pistol Whip is such a good game. Like I love it. Like that's another game that if you don't have it for VR, like I don't know what you're doing because that's a great game and they add content like they truly care
All
about
the
their product.
time. Yeah.
Yeah. So like that's what I love about Pavlov. It's like it seems like they add content. Like I'm not saying like they did for VR2, but like the original on PC stuff, like they just kept building and building, and I'm assuming a lot of that translated over to VR2. But it's just like they care about the community. It seems like, and I like that.
Let's see what else we got. Synth Riders. I heard that's pretty fun.
Haven't tried it.
I want to try Tales from Galaxy's Edge because I love some Star Wars.
Yes, I'm waiting for
I,
the physical to go down in price.
so I know. I saw the difference, the comparison between this version and the Oculus, the Quest, and it pretty damn different.
Yeah,
It
it's
was
kind of
definitely an upgrade.
yeah. The thing about VR that kind of sucks is like it seems like since the Quest is the most popular, people just don't care about any fidelity things. Like, and I'm not saying, again, we've talked about graphics don't necessarily matter. Like, if it's a fun game, it's a fun game. But like, I do want my VR games to look not like PS2 games.
I understand. Yeah.
Like, at least meet me somewhere in the middle, like end of PS3 generation, early PS4. And I feel like Quest, like those are the graphics are not that good, but it's like trade offs. Like, so you get the freedom to go anywhere, which is cool, because of the no cord, but the headset's heavier because all the processing is in the headset.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I do wish like VR2 would take off for the sake of like maybe pushing Oculus or not Oculus Meta to do something more high fidelity, and then also just because I think if it does take off, we can get like the hybrid games like Gran Turismo and Resident Evil.
Oh yeah,
You
yeah.
know, I just can't see that being a thing if no one buys it. Because I kudos to Capcom for trying. I just wish I hope it's not that hard to develop for where we can see those games even if like we have a low install base like we do now. What else is on the top 10 though? Sorry to segue from that.
No, no, you're good, dude. No problem. Swordsman VR, of course, Call of the Mountain, which I'm gonna ask you about here in a minute. Kayak VR Mirage. I'm not going in any particular order, by the way. I'm just naming the games. Drums Rock.
Yeah, Drums Rock is pretty. I played the demo. I loved it.
Well, I saw I was watching Mr. PSVR play Unplugged, that guitar game,
Hmm.
and that looked really cool, man. Because I guess you kind of hold the controls like a guitar, and then when you're doing your fingers, you got to slide it up and down the guitar and all that. It looked really neat. I don't know if you ever watched his. He always does video content of the games he reviews on his YouTube page, and that's something he was posting. I was watching. I'm like, oh, this is awesome.
Yeah, I've heard people love that game. Um, Drum. I mean, I feel like you can
You
make
have After
any.
the Fall, don't you?
Yeah. I haven't played it, but I've had After the Fall for a while now. Like, I knew once they announced the PSVR 2 version again, I was like, okay, I'm gonna wait. Kind of like,
It's it's a free upgrade, right?
yes. And the game I'm
Oh, I got it.
really hoping for an update soon on is a game called Wanderer, because that game is supposed to be
Yeah.
excellent.
They announced that. Like, oh yeah, it's coming to PSVR 2, and that's all I've heard.
Yeah, like I just need it to come out now though, because like that game. Have you seen that game?
Oh yeah, yeah, the time traveling game.
Yeah,
Yeah, I read, of course, Mr. PSVR's review, and then watched some videos. It looks really, really cool, man.
yeah, it looks legit. I'm totally psyched for it. Like whenever it does come out in VR too, because it's obviously gonna look better and play better. So, but hopefully it's not like. Hopefully they give you an upgrade path, because like if it's another Moss book, chapter 2, whatever, like I'm gonna be pissed because that was kind of BS on Moss's part.
Yeah, it was kind of dirty of them.
Like, give me a $10 upgrade. I'll pay the $10 upgrade. No problem with that. I literally
I'm
bought the
going to.
game because I saw that it didn't sell well, and I was like, I loved the first one, and I was like, I know I was gonna play the second one at some point. And I was like, oh, I'm not gonna wait for a sale because I want these people to keep making games, so I'll just buy it full price. And then they did me dirty, and I'm like, well, I'm never buying a full price game from them again.
It was dirty. That's a sucker. I mean, I don't know if you noticed, but if you saw the article earlier, but there's about 15 PSVR 2 games on sale right now.
Yeah, there's
I don't know if it's anything you're interested in, but
I can't remember. I'd have to look at the list again. I mean, I would like to buy whatever. Like, when I last looked at there was nothing that I really wanted, but like I want to get the NFL game. It was nothing special, but the demo was kind of interesting. Um,
I heard that 2 minute down's better. The two people on some Reddit were like, NFL Pro Era is fun, but if you want a better football experience, play the 2 minute down Unleashed All Star Edition.
oh, I have to check that one out because I haven't even seen that.
But I mean, the graphics on it is, I mean, the thing about the era, like it looks more realistic, and that's why I
Mhm.
was kind of like, oh, it's kind of cool that there's actual real teams and
Yeah,
the players, but QMD Unleashed on All Star Edition. They said that's like it's so much better.
Yeah, I might give that one a go. Trying to so I definitely want Star Wars. Uh, Trying to think of what else I really really want. I'm gonna do kayak because everyone seemed to have played kayak
Oh
VR at
yeah,
this point and loves it because the graphics are so beautiful. So I definitely want to try that. Um,
experience.
I'll eventually get drums rock as well because I had an like you get two songs on the demo and it was an absolute blast to play.
One.
The drums one.
Oh, okay, yeah. What about Ragnarok? That sounds kind of cool. I heard that one. I watched. What did I watched. Yeah, it was okay. It was Mr. PSVR like there. I guess you're on the Viking boat and you're playing the drums and all that. Okay, that's different.
I also
Where's that?
I want that Synapse game, or I think it's Synapse, right? Is that what it's called? Whatever one they showed at the State of Play.
Oh yeah, yeah, the upcoming one.
Yeah, I need that game ASAP. That one looks so good.
He needs it in his life, y'all. Now I want to play. What is this update? Oh, thank you, Google. I couldn't remember my damn password for my Gmail account the other night, so now I have to update everything, of course.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
Um,
It's me, don't worry.
Another game I would really love to see turn into a VR game that I'm playing now is Ghostwire Tokyo. I think it would be really cool to do like the hand motions to do spells. You know, I think that
That
was
would be
just
really cool.
so. I think it would just be more interactive and like that game is already a lot of fun. And really, anyone who hasn't played Ghostwire yet, I do recommend playing it. I'm about halfway, I think, and really loving it. But I think that game would be so cool in VR.
Would you recommend that or of the two that or uh shit, you know
Loop of Death,
what?
Deathloop.
Deathloop, yeah. Of the two Bethesda exclusive games we had for those years, would you
Uh,
Deathloop or Tokyo Ghostwire?
Ghostwire Tokyo. I would say, I would, man, those are both two good games. I would say Ghostwire because I think it's more familiar. Like Deathloop is kind of one of those games, like, you know, since it's roguish where you can, you know, you start the day over every time and
Yeah.
it's cool. It's a cool concept. I think it's really well done. Uh, I think it kind of slows down towards the end. But like, I think if I was just recommending one game to like a person who is just general, just you know whatever, I would say Ghostwire would be the one because I think it's more like a normal game and I think it's still a lot of fun. I think the story to me is more interesting. I think they both have good stories, but I think the Ghostwire story is like more interesting right now, and I think the concept is cooler. Um, I like the gameplay more. Like that's not saying that Deathloop's gameplay is bad by any means. I think, like I said, I think they're both different from each other enough where it's like I'd recommend both games. And I think Sony knocked it out of the park with knowing those two games were going to be good. So I don't know, but if I had to pick one, it'd be Ghostwire because I think it's got a little bit of everything that I really like. It's got it's got a ton of collectibles, which is good and bad. Like I think it kind of keeps you. It makes me definitely go like, oh, I'm gonna go towards the main mission, and I'm like, oh, what's that? And then I veer off and then never go back to the main path. Um,
Son of a.
yeah, but it's just so cool. There's more enemy variety than I was expecting in Ghostwire. Like I was pretty much expecting like two or three different types of enemies for the most part, and then it just be boss battles, you know. But realistically, it's probably like six or seven different, like main enemies.
Nice.
So it's pretty neat. Like I said, I think it's really well done, and I think it looks beautiful. And Deathloop looked pretty good too, but I think Tokyo looks better because it's just more lights. Just looks nice, you know. So yeah, so play Ghostwire.
Did you buy it or did you
No, well, I was
download
going
the PS Plus
to.
Extra?
I was going to buy it, and I
Mm.
wanted to buy it. I saw it on sale for $20, and I was like, but I wanted the steelbook with it, and Best Buy didn't offer the steelbook with it. Like I had to buy it separate. I was like, I'll wait for it to get down a little bit more then, and then buy the steelbook. And then, but I got to a point where I was like, okay, they put Deathloop on right before the exclusivity was up, so I'm just gonna wait to see if it's gonna be that for PlayStation Extra, you know,
Right.
and it
It
ended up being
was.
that way. So yeah, I know it's so weird to think that history repeats itself. Um, so I did get off that. And I bet when it like Ghostwire is like on the bargain bin for physical, I'll buy it just because I do like it and I do want to support Tango. Tango's awesome. Like they're a great studio. So
Oh yeah, man.
even though they
Hi-Fi
make games
Rush
like
is a great game.
yeah, Hi-Fi, and then I mean they made it what the Evil Within, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean
I like those games. I'm not the biggest fan, but
yeah, as I say, that's not necessarily my cup of tea, but you know, like I said I'm always down to support a studio. Like even if like I said, even if it's free now, like if I can get it cheaper, like especially like I said, I love steelbooks, so I definitely want that steelbook.
what did I get the other day? What's the book did I get? Oh, I get like a Dragon in
Like a
Ishin,
yeah,
or
yeah, or not like a
and
Asian,
like,
yeah, yeah.
I got the steel book, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, it'll be here this weekend. So I went and got it, and the damn thing was dented. I'm like, oh,
That's annoying.
like where in the how on the spine where you open it at that little space there,
Mm-hmm.
like on the back side of the space, in the back of it's like a big dent. I'm like, what the fuck? I know it's free, but you couldn't at least send me one that was in okay shape.
Yeah,
Ah.
that is annoying.
Like I've had people give me steelbook before. I got the well my pals online gave me the Marvel Spider-Man UK edition steelbook.
Nice.
That Battlefield 1. Like, awesome, cool.
I like Battlefield 1.
Yeah, it's a fun game. The
Yeah,
campaign was cool too.
it was cool, but I I love I love like the it's not conquest. It's the mode where you can where you have to defend like two areas, and like they're pushing an attack, and like they've got so many lives, and then until they take those over, then you fall back and you have to defend a different area. Can't remember what it's called.
Oh yeah, that one
Um,
either.
but that mode is awesome. I love it for like they did it in 5, they did it in 2042. Like I love it. It's my favorite mode of like pretty much any multiplayer game.
I thought it was fun where you can destroy the zeppelins, you know.
Yeah, and that's part of that one.
Like,
Yeah,
oh yeah, like oh my gosh.
yeah, that was so neat.
Ooh.
But it's like I mean, one of in 5, one of the maps was like D-Day, and so you got like people like you're like coming in from a ship if you're attacking, and you gotta like
Oh,
like
cool.
it was so neat. Like you get obliterated like pretty easily, but if you
Yeah.
can find like because like they're different you got different classes, and like you can set like a spawn beacon, so like if you can get someone who has like a spawn beacon and then like get them to a good area, and like you start spawning closer and closer, you can really make make a good attack from that. It's so cool. I freaking love it. Like I don't know, like as far as multiplayer games go, like this is my little quick rant. Like Pavlov obviously is like really high up there. That Battlefield, that specific mode in Battlefield is up there, and then Hell Let Loose was up there too. Like those are the best multiplayer games I've played in a long time. Until the
I never saw
Horizon
it.
MMO.
Yeah. I just saw your tweet about Pavlov. I'm like, oh, man, I need him to talk about that on the broadcast.
That's so good.
I'm glad you did. I mean, you're not the only person that's been saying that it's really fun. I can't wait to play it.
Yeah, I definitely we definitely gonna play more of it, but like I am also like excited. Like I want to get. I still need to get Gran Turismo because I definitely want to play that with the steering wheel. Um,
Oh, I played the Best Buy demo of a racing game with the steering wheel. Oh my god, that shit was intense.
was that with a VR?
No, no, it was just the steering wheel. That's some of that. They had a game. They had one of the
Okay.
steering wheels on a display, and it's like click the right trigger to play the disc. I'm like, oh, whoa, cool. And it's like the vibrations and the tension, and like, oh man,
Yeah. So like
this would this would be overwhelming. I mean, like, whoa, you know.
yeah, that's what like and that's what I'm excited for. It's like those games like that where it's like you're gonna be immersed with a steering wheel already, and then you add VR on top of that. Like I don't know. I can't wait to do it, but I need to get my wife to work. So she's been like starting her own business, so like she has to build up her clients, and it's been like slower than we're hoping for, but we also like started later than we were hoping. But hoping whenever we have the money, I would like to get a steering wheel and Gran Turismo and try that out because I think it looks so fun. And then, which this is the game that I can't believe isn't come over to PS5, which I'm assuming it doesn't have a big install base. But like, why is Squadrons not on PS5 right now?
Oh yeah, Star Wars Squadrons.
Mm-hmm.
That's what something that that's what Mr. Pierce VR was saying. He's like, how come that's not over here yet? Dude, that just seems like money on the table. I mean, that's a big name franchise from a
Yeah,
big company,
and you
and the
can
entire game's in VR.
yeah
If you know it, it's optional, but
yeah I've tried it in VR. I haven't played it, but like that was like one of the games like I tried it and I'm like I'm sold, but I'm gonna wait for VR2 because surely they'll have like a VR2 version because I have the flight stick.
mm,
So now I just need it to be on PS5 and VR2 and I'll be super pumped. You know, I'll play the heck out of that game because I thought that game was fun to begin with.
oh yeah, I couldn't believe it that you play the whole game in VR. Like, oh yeah, you play the whole game in VR. Wait, what?
Yeah, so it's crap like
they
that
went
that
from
like needs to
they
happen
went
for
from
VR.
having a they went from having a tech demo with Battlefront to having a whole game you can play in VR.
Yeah, but I'll tell you this: the Battlefront. Maybe it's just maybe I'm a little bit more mature with my VR legs now, but the VR versions of Battlefront and Squadrons are way different in terms of how sick you feel.
Oh yeah.
Like you still can feel sick with the Squadrons. Don't get me wrong, but like the Star Wars Battlefront one, that demo, like I almost couldn't do it. I was just like, this is making
Oh
me so sick.
damn.
But like Squadrons, I was able to play like the whole first mission and be like, yeah. I mean, I can't play the whole campaign in one sitting, but I could do like an extra 2 or 3 missions.
So, I know I've seen some people talk about the VR legs. It's like, oh, even PSVR 2, I'm still getting motion sickness. I'm like, really? I thought the increased frame rate and was supposed to help people out, but
Um, yeah, you're still
I
gonna get it
guess
if
yeah.
you've had it.
So,
Like I always turn the like the quality of life things on it. Like the vignettes and stuff like that. Like for Call of the Mountain, when I played that, I tried that without doing that, and I was like, nope, this is not gonna work. So I turned that on. And I don't know if I turned anything else on for Horizon. Oh, the snap movements, like not like snap movements in the sense of like pointing and going in a direction, like, but if I hit the right stick, it's not a smooth turn.
yeah, it's one of those like a 15 degrees at a time, right?
Yeah, yeah, and that it felt great, and I had no problems with like, which is kind of interesting because even games that had climbing, and I still had those like vignettes and stuff like that. I still had like a little bit of motion sickness because like my body was always trying to feel that movement of either dropping or whatever. But in Horizon, I when I did those things like to make the motion sickness go away, like even in climbing sections, I had no problem. Like I can climb all day in that game.
It looks fun. It definitely looks fun. I can't wait to play it.
Yeah, I mean it's a sequel to the Climb VR. I mean, like it's like it's a
That
lot
Miley
of climb.
Cyrus game?
Yeah, Miley Cyrus, yes.
Cool.
No, it's got so much climbing in it, and it's not necessarily the worst thing, but it's not a good thing, you know. Like I think there's a lot of cool aspects of it, and I think you get a lot of cool views from it. Because once you climb the thing, you look down, and you're like, oh, that's so cool! I climbed that whole thing, so that's neat.
Whoa.
But there's just wasn't a whole lot of game after that. Like you like pretty much like in a mission you would climb
Ow.
and attack, get attacked by some sort of machine, you defeat it, and then you climb again and then defeat one other machine, and if that, sometimes it's just one, and then you'd be done with that level.
Oh.
So it's, like granted, like later, the more like the later on you get, like it might be, like you fight what's the T-Rex one's called again?
Oh, the Thunderjaw.
Yeah, Thunderjaw. So you'd fight the
Yep.
Thunderjaw, and then
Ooh.
maybe like I don't know, like another like a smaller machine. I can't remember which ones you actually fought, but they'd mix it up a little bit, so which was nice, and it's a good game. I just don't think it's a system seller. Like I think if you put Pavlov in someone's face, or Gran Turismo in someone's face, or Resident Evil, like those are system sellers. Call of the Mountain is a really cool, thing to play, but
Mm-hmm.
like if I was rating it, I'd say a 7. It's like not a must have. It's like a game. It's like, okay, if it's $60, if it's $20, I have to say go for it. $30, yeah, maybe. There's like I said, when we talked about VR the last time we were podcasting, like I think it's still really cool that game makes you feel kind of like a really good archer,
Yeah.
because it goes a little bit, like I think the eye tracking helps it know where you want to hit. So like I think it has a lot of good ideas and does a lot of good things. It's just use what you've learned and grow from the feedback, like the too much climbing, or not enough fighting, and things like
Yeah.
that. So yeah, I don't
Call
know.
the Mountain 2.
Yeah, I don't, I don't want it to be another Horizon game. Like I want Fire Sprite to try something new, because as much as I do like Horizon and I think the universe is interesting, it's just getting to be too much. Like especially if all the other stuff is true. Like if you get Horizon 2,
There's the
the Burning
Breeze
Shores,
DLC. Yeah.
and then you've got apparently the Horizon 1 remake, and then the MMO, and it seems like there might be one other project. It's like, okay, like you made a really good product, but like learn to stop, learn to like hold back a little bit, like I think an MMO makes sense a little bit for it. I'm fine with that. Do we need a Horizon 1 remake? Absolutely not. No reason to have a remake for that of that game already. So I mean, and Horizon 3 is in production too, or I mean, or at least they're going to make it, so
They are pimping the shit out of that series.
yes, like I said, it's cool. I like the series. Just learn to stop. Like Call of the Mountain did not need to be a Horizon game. Like I think you could have been fine doing something else with similar mechanics.
Mm. Yeah, you have that name. Oh my
Yeah.
god, it's a Rise of VR game. Whoa.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much what it was try to make it a system seller because it's got the big name, but I don't know. It's just, like I said, just make a cool game and people will buy it. Like, obviously, Horizon hasn't been around for ever, you know? It was a cool game, so
2 years
people bought
now.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just make a cool game. Don't bank on all your big titles to get you through this, you know? It's just like, learn to finish things off. Like Naughty Dog knowing they're done with Uncharted themselves. Like, it could be someone else, but they're done. So just, I said, wrap it up.
We'll wrap it up then. Fine. We hope you enjoyed this episode of the broadcast. It is getting late, so yeah, it's nice choice of words there.
Perfect timing.
We hope you enjoy. What?
I said perfect timing.
Yeah, I mean, get my beauty rest.
Oh, I'm going to a Braves game tomorrow, so I don't really need the rest.
Oh, awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Lucky. Going to run some copper.
Boo.
Yeah. GP. Yeah, we hope you enjoyed the show, and we hope that you enjoyed listening to us talking about games for almost 2 hours. If you did enjoy it, you can always follow us on Twitter. James is at BelieveLand6. Now that the Cavaliers have lost and they are eliminated from the playoffs, he can only complain about the Browns and the Guardians.
Now, Browns, you've got, let's see, about 4-ish months, really. And then
Draft's tomorrow night, right? Draft's tomorrow night?
Yeah, but their pick is like number 40. So it's like.
Oh, that's right. You traded the pick for Doo-Doo Head.
Yeah, for the rapist.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you won't have to hear anything Browns related, and you won't have to hear anything Cavs related for a while. And even, I mean, Guardians I don't necessarily tweet too much about because there's 162 games. I mean, so I understand that things are going to happen. So, but it will be every once in a while.
I mean, I think you've done a good job talking about more games lately, so it's all good.
Yeah, I try to. It's like, I think I have like half my followers are people who follow me just specifically for Cleveland related stuff, and like the other ones about games. And
There you go.
so I try to split it up a little bit where like people don't hate me for only talking about one. But I mean, not that I really care. I just I do like talking about both. So if anyone ever wants to talk about sports or video games, I'm down.
You can follow me on Twitter at PlayStation BRAH. Or you can follow the official Twitter account of the show. Let me make sure this is the right. I'm telling you the right one. It's the right handle. At PS Broadcast. Keep you up to date because we might have a contest soon.
For Call of Duty Infinity Warfare?
Yeah, but I have some other games too.
Hey, if you're in Chattanooga or close to Chattanooga and you want Call of Duty Infinity Warfare, you come get me.
Find them.
Yeah, come find me. I am.
Him.
Yeah, I'll gladly give it to you.
Oh, I bet you will. And as always, you can go rate the podcast if you want to. It's on Spotify, it's on Google, it's on Apple. Leave us a review. Tell us how good we did or how bad we did. Tell your mom to go review us. Tell your mom, that we're here still waiting for her. Tell your sisters. Sisters seem to love our show. My sister does at least. I don't know about your sister.
I don't even know if my sister remembers that I make one or that I do podcasts. So I know. It's just sad.
But yes, as always, thank you for your support, everyone. Yeah, we do this for you.
I'd say I love you, but that's moving too fast. So we like you.
Yeah, well, we like you. Love is. I don't kiss and tell. Okay, if I love her, she's someone special. And I don't know if you're special yet. We're getting there, but we'll see. I don't know. Well, it's a dangerous game to play, and I ain't gonna play it, okay?
Okay.
Well, I am going to bed, so good night.
Keep on, bro.
Come on, Brah. Sleep on, Brah. Sleep, please. Sleep on, Brah. Did I push the stop button? Yeah, there we go.